Nepal's political scene is heating up with an unexpected new recipe for change. Two of the country's most dynamic figures, Rabi and Balen Shah, have teamed up in a surprising political alliance, leaving everyone asking what are Ravi and Balen cooking. In this video, we'll break down how these two leaders went from unlikely collaborators to signing a historical 7-point agreement. We'll explore how Rabi and Balen first connected, the timeline of the secret meetings that led to their pact in the late 2025, the details of the 7-point deal and the political context, including the looming 2026 elections, sky-high public expectations, and what this alliance could mean for Nepal's future. Stay tuned as we uncover the story behind Nepal's newest political power duo. So let's not go to the introduction of Rabi and Balen. Let's go directly into the topic. The turning point came with Nepal's Gen Z movement in September 2025, a youth-led revolt against corruption and old-school Nepali politics that swept across the country. The shockwaves toppled the existing coalition government and even led to an interim administration with some non-traditional figures in power. In this climate, both Rabi and Balen faced enormous public pressure to team up. Rabi Lamichhane, for one, took this message to heart. Though he had been jailed for 9 months in 2025 due to a fraud case, by mid-December he was out on bail and eager to get back in the game. Just 3 days after his release on December 22, 2025, Rabi and Balen held their first one-on-one meeting since the protests. They met for more than 6 hours straight, discussing how they might work together to answer the youth-led call for a new leadership. This marathon meeting ended on an offbeat note, with both men smiling as they left in the same car. Meanwhile, Balen Shah was also stepping up his political involvement under mounting pressure from young activists. In fact, just days after meeting Rabi, Balen sat down with a group of Gen Z protest leaders on December 25. These youth leaders literally asked Balen to take guardianship of their movement and lead Nepal's alternative forces forward. Balen, who had so far been an independent outsider, responded that he was ready for political obligations, essentially ready to enter national politics to campaign the cause. He even revealed that he had a nominal affiliation with a tiny party, but he made it clear he was willing to merge with a bigger alternative force for the greater good. This was a big signal. Balen was opening the door to join hands with someone like Rabi. Early on December 28, 2025, Rabi Lamichhane and Balen Shah finalized their 7-point unity agreement after an all-night discussion. Both leaders shared this moment on social media. It was an instant sensation in Nepal. But what exactly Rabi and Balen agree on in these 7 points? The 7 points blend lofty ambitions with concrete power sharing arrangements. Notably, the deal does not crave up positions beyond those roles. Balen didn't demand a co-chair or a certain number of seats up front. In fact, negotiators from both sides have highlighted that Balen showed no interest in any party position aside from being an ordinary member. His only ask was that the party truly embrace the spirit of the youth movement, which RSP agreed to do. Nepal is heading into a crucial general election on March 5, 2026, a vote that was called early, largely because the old political guard lost public trust after the Gen Z upheaval. This election is seen as a potential turning point. There are nearly 19 million registered voters, many of them young, eager to see new leadership. By joining forces, Rabi and Balen have positioned their alliance as a prime alternative to the established parties for these elections. The RSP was already the 4th largest party in the last parliament, and Balen brings additional popularity. However, with the great expectations come serious questions. Can these two leaders, each with distinct styles and strong personalities, really work together seamlessly? Political people have noted that Rabi and Balen are not exactly alike. One is a former TV showman, the other a calm, independent technocrat. Past past alliances in Nepal have fallen apart due to ego clashes at the top. So as we wrap up, remember this moment. If their cooking goes well, we might see a fresh leadership taking charge in Kathmandu with Balen, Shah potentially as the next Prime Minister and Rabi Lamichhane as the force behind the scenes. I'm Pratik and you're watching The Exposure.
कांग्रेस नेमाले नाउबादी सबै मिली घुमी देश ठाउँ बाडी हामी सधैँ चिलिम फुकी जस्तो केस नि बिगारी सस्तो साडी महँगो गाडी कानुन कायदालाई नाङ्गो बाङ्गो पारिदै उघारी नारीमा